Ever try to find a video online about changing the e-brake on a 318 Ti? Not an E36, but specifically an E13 Ti. Look around if you want. I don't think you'll find one. So Project Beamers is going to install a handbrake in a 318 Ti. There goes the handbrake that I want to replace. And watch on. This is the first video online. Project Beamers brought it to you first. Okay, we're gonna need a couple of tools to remove this handbrake. This is the e-brake lever in a 318 Ti. There's some bolts holding it down. You got some 13 millimeters. There's 3 of them. One there, and then that's holding the actual lever to the frame of the car. And then you have 2 adjusters that are here. And then you have a 12 millimeter on the bottom and a 9 millimeter on the top. Once you release those, you can slide the e-brake off, the handbrake lever. Once you put it back on, it's reverse order. Okay, so let's get to that. All right, so once again, we just gonna take off the bolts, those, that one, and then the one that's in there, right there, and then we're going to remove these. So what you can do actually is you can take a count of how many threads you have here for when you're replacing the e-brake, where you put these bolts back on. You can actually count how many there are in case you have any doubt where this is going to go back, and then pretty much it's going to be a straightforward process from there. When you're taking them off, you gotta hold on to the bottom one there, and then loosen the top one. You can't just loosen the top one by itself. You gotta hold the bottom one and then loosen the top one, and then it will come off. And you see now this is loose. And I'll do the same thing with the other side, and then I'll get the bolts off, and then this should slide right off. Those are the 2 bolts right there. Okay, so I'm about to take the last bolt off here, and then it's hand tight already because I loosened it. I'm stepping on the brake, the actual foot brake, because I'm going to slide this off. All right, so that slid right off. So now once that slides off, the reverse order, I'll toss that over there, grab this one, and then slide this right back on, and then in the reverse order, just screw everything back down. And this should be pretty simple. Alrighty, so simple. You got your 13 millimeter bolt right there. There's 3 of them. One there, one there. Come on the other side and see it. It's right there. And then there's that. Once you get those 3 off, the thing will be free. Right here, you had those bolts. I released those already. They were the lock nut, and then there was an adjusting nut. Those were here. Got those off. Once you take those off, I already removed it. You saw that in the last step. So now this is the replacement of it. So for the replacement, I just slide them down through here. It came back on. This is a very simple install. I bolted these. I suggest bolting this one on first because it's a pain in the ass to get off. When you're loosening these, what I suggest is maybe you can hold the bottom nut with like a wrench, and then on the top nut you get your closed end wrenches, an 8, and then you just get it off. It's very simple, but you know me, I'm the one-hand cameraman, so all my videos are coming like this for now, but I'm gonna get a new setup for you guys just to get some better videos. But this is the first e-brake replacement on an E36 that I've seen on any video platform. So here you go. All right, so here you just want to make sure when you're putting it back on, these are your tension adjusters. So the first one goes all the way down, and you want to get about 7 clicks before the brake engages. About 7 clicks. If you get like 10 or 15 clicks before it engages, it's too loose. So then you're going to want to drop this back down. There's going to be slack here. So you want to take the bottom bolt and tighten it more until when you pull it up, it only goes about 7 clicks and then it's tight. Then you want to tighten the bottom bolt all the way before you put the top ones on. The top one is the lock nut. The bottom one is the adjuster. So once this is adjusted all the way, you could even count the threads. Remember before you had all the threads that you were counting. If you could count the threads again, you should be right at the thread that you were at, and then you would lock the top one. Once the top one is locked, tighten the bolts that you have there, and you're pretty much done. Right? Got me a new Ebrake. The other one was all jacked up. So that's a simple job. It just was never on the internet. I don't know why nobody ever put a video. So this was the first video brought to you by Project Beamers. Got a bolt that goes right there, one there, and one there. In the description box will be all the tools that I used. And yeah, if you need any help, just email me. I'll help you out. Take care.